Hey, this movie right here, I found it on YouTube. It's called Neighbor, right? You know what I'm saying? And I could relate to it. I never talk, sit down and have a conversation if he thought I was abusive to my wife or what. You know what I mean? And there's a people are biased. I'm gonna talk from my perspective, and I'm gonna be biased about it. Okay? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure my neighbor thought I was abusive to my wife. Apart from the order protection, okay? Maybe because I'm the skin color. Because when I first moved in, he helped us move and stuff from the old house to the new house and stuff. Because this is my second house I bought. He helped me move, right? He showed me his pistol. He didn't show my wife that. In fact, what he did to my wife, he invited to come and use his hot tub and so on. Like a bunch of secret texts and so on. You know what I mean? My wife, like, this is when we first moved and stuff, right? This would have been back in moved in there and that time, so it's probably like around 2012. Okay, so 1 year after we moved in and stuff, that was it. So she went over and used the hot, and I pushed her. You know what I mean? I was like, "Yo, let's go, let's go." You know what I mean? Shut them up and stuff. Just go. I was a little bit uncomfortable, but I had trust, faith in my wife. You know what I mean? She go on and she come back and hold on. She moves her dance and like he touched my boobs. This is in 2012, right? Around that time. In 2018, when I saw the guys with the trucks at the house and stuff, I said like, I'm gonna go confront them and so on. But I'm gonna use the strategy of him touching my wife and stuff. Like I knew he touched my wife, but I stood quiet about it. You know what I mean? These fuckers with the flags and shit, fuck with me and then fuck them. When I was going to approach them and stuff, my wife looked at me like, "What's wrong with you? He touched my breast by mistake." Okay, I gotta send this to my wife because in 2019, November 2019, when I'm eating, I was at a restaurant with my girlfriend in Philly. You know what I mean? One of the girls I was dating in Philly. You know what I mean? Another user. My wife called me there and say how that same neighbor tried to tongue kiss her and put his tongue in my daughter's mouth. My daughter's 19. At the time should have been 18. You know what I mean? You know, my wife said like my wife is disappointed that I was never a jealous husband. I'm thankful that I was nurtured not to be a jealous husband, a jealous person. Apart from that too, right? Even my uncle that they use, even my uncle in Philly and stuff, was telling me he tried to fuck my wife and stuff. I don't see how he could try, but he told me that like he wanted to fuck my wife and stuff. You know what I mean? So trying and wanting is two different things. I'm pretty sure I was this right here is to talk about how I'm pretty sure people thought I was abusive to my wife because the order protection said that I shoved my wife into a door. And I mean, I would raise my voice at my wife and stuff because I know that's all I could do to show a sense of anger. You know what I mean? A sense of persuasion. Like, I'm frustrated. Back the fuck off. You know what I mean? It played really well into what they was doing. The same spirit that nurtured all this into me, that programmed all this into me, these guys, they don't know of that spirit. Cause they can't see it. But there's a spirit guiding them. And that's the same spirit that's inside of me. That's why I didn't let up. And I'm just hurt that like I'm so like if that spirit loved me so much, man, why destroy me? Because when the cops slammed me on the hood, that was not no petty stuff. That shit hurt. My hands was bruised up and shit. It's better than dying. Just come, sit down and talk to me. Like, I get, the architect, man. They designed a system that even if a spirit is talking to you, you're definitely cuckoo for Coco Puffs. If the universe is talking to you, definitely cuckoo for Coco Puffs. If you go to fucking war and you come back with PTSD, you're fucking definitely cuckoo for Coco Puffs. Then white America will say stuff like, um, I don't understand why black people do this. And I mean, if I was white, if I was them, I wouldn't do this. White America, man, they could design the internet, make all these new discoveries and stuff, and everybody embraced them and shit. I found car lights, man, and I wasn't even the first one. But I was like, I'm gonna market this shit. I'm gonna make money off this shit. I'm gonna be the first, cause everybody wanna be the first, yeah. And I was not the first. I was not the first. But maybe I did it so nice, man. Cause I always had my car spick and span. And I'm the first that don't do alcohol or drugs or, and I mean, like I'm so fucking squared away. But it was not. It was designed that they wanted me squared away. I guess they was trying to make a point that no matter the black people is so squared away, they still get fucked over. I don't know, but my fate tells me my wife is not a cheater. I was led to believe because she was going to the lesbian chicks. Maybe and my daughter at that time was going through a little phase of being a lesbian. And my wife had said to me like when she was in her younger days, she had tendency to like women and stuff. So I kind of was seeing that, but like we are nurtured. Like if you say anything hurtful about homosexual, you are bigot, and like I'm running from that because I'm black. I don't want nobody hate me because I'm black, so I can't hate nobody because of their sexual orientation. Sorry, I can't talk hateful because when you talk hateful of it, you identify with hate on it. You know what I'm saying? My brother's homosexual. I love my brother. I would pretend if I going through like if I'm in a club and stuff, man, and dudes acting like they're rough and shit, I pretend like I gay. I'm The psychology. Sorry, I pretend like I'm gay so like I could, um, like I just don't got time to fight with nobody and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So when that guy was asking me who's affiliated with that life and stuff, was asking me about my sexual orientation, I could see where he get it from because he thought I was gay. They fucked me up bad, yo. They really just fucked me up. And I could tell you one thing, right? It's like you can't be charged with a crime. Like if somebody go to murder and stuff, man, called it double jeopardy. In the man-made court, you can't be charged a second time because I went through this in the spiritual form and I got beat up and stuff. I went through this in the physical form. I get beat up and stuff. I don't know what's the third one. The bit's done. People making fun of me and shit, man. And the Chris Jerome boy, we said, you schizo. Well, you know what? I'm schizoparanoid. Well, if I'm schizoparanoid, man, the deep state is schizoparanoid. All countries are schizoparanoid. The world, the globe is schizoparanoid. I don't even want no Lamborghini no more. It's too much money to maintain. I don't even want to be in cars no more. Growing up and stuff, they would say to us, 12 minutes, they would say to us, anytime you put something before God and you love it, sorry, if you love something more than God, God removes it. Take the cars, man. Because that's what I did. I took that blue car and I went and packed it up. I was like, fuck it, they could have it. And I left the keys in it. I put it in Philly. Okay, I drove and I put it in Cheltenham. Okay, and I left the keys and I walked back to my house. I take my white car and I was going to do the same thing too. And I saw that it was on my ass and stuff. I was like, fuck it, let me go to the fucking bridge. I didn't want to go to the bridge. But if there was on my like, I wanted them to push me so I could fucking jump. I tell you something, right? Nobody wants to commit suicide. Nobody wants to. But if you're being pushed and stuff, you'll fucking do it. I didn't want to commit suicide in Iraq. I didn't want to. I would fucking take that bullet and I would put it in my mouth and shit. And I'm in the room myself and I didn't see nobody to. I didn't want nobody to come and stop me and shit. But I know that bullet was gonna fucking hurt. So, but I know the bullet is poisonous, so I was sucking it. All them La Mafia and all them fucking Costume Nostra and all them fucking wars, like they all embody what the Homeland Security supernatural force that's on me. There's no protection. And why does four like is it people like so evil? Are you guys really looking for fucking aliens? You guys control the whole fucking globe. And everything is fucking lies. You guys are a whole bunch of fucking liars, yo. I don't want to fight for no black people no more. I just want to fight for myself. I wanted to leave a legacy and stuff because that's what we were taught and stuff. And then looking back at all these guys and stuff, they leave a legacy. All these white guys and stuff, they leave a legacy. And I mean, all these Arabian dudes and stuff. And I mean, everybody leave a legacy. You guys took that away from me. I didn't want no help. I was actually trying to do it on my own. I looked up online, okay, car lights is legal, blah, blah, blah. I went and asked questions about it and stuff, it's legal, blah, blah, blah. Talk about it in school and stuff. The difference between a successful business and a business that's failing is the person who knows the full extent of the law. Even when you know the full extent of the law, you still get fucked over. Unless you're inside with the law. No, not even if you're inside of the law. Everything is in your approval. But you don't need man approval, you need the spiritual approval. And that's scary because the minute the spirit is talking to you and stuff, man, you crossing over into some devilish stuff. Stuff that the architect told us is devilish stuff. So I met the laws of the land and the supernatural took over. The same supernatural I've been talking about it was making me strong. Make me strong, but make my family weak. Maybe I'm not supposed to have a family. Well, I still have my mom. Still got my dad. My wife still loves me. But I passed that. I'm not going back to that. I mean, and the love for your parents is always going to be there, but like you can't get the love of a woman from your parents. And I'm a grown man, so that almost it's like I passed that. Like I'm not gonna go back and live with my parents because it's always this. It's always every time I think about something, I always have to use biblical teachings. When you pass something, you don't revisit it. And I mean, and that's very true. I'm gonna keep that here on the 80 minutes. When you pass something, you don't revisit it. Yeah, I cannot use the gang stalking stuff. I cannot use the gang stalking stuff as getting past it because really and truly, they have a saying they always keep you boxed in. I like that because what it's saying is that like you ain't past it, so you can't. I have to keep thinking on it because I haven't passed it. They messing with something much bigger than me, boy. Cause they didn't believe my story. When I went up in the hospital, I went up in the state trooper barracks and stuff, and they making fun of me and stuff. Do you want to talk to a crisis center? Nah, nigga, this not no fucking crisis. It's fucking you guys. But when you were supposed to pull out and leave me the fuck alone, they start doing the pot order. But it wasn't that. It initially started with them, but then it took off a whole new stage. So that was stage one. Went to stage two, and everything just keep climbing. Now it is 20 minutes, man. On 2020, man, I feel sorry because I too am affected by COVID-19. And I mean, but this is my best year ever. If this is the worst because of COVID-19, it put a awakening onto them. It goes bigger than Homeland Security, man. It goes bigger than the U.S. I noticed I haven't. Well, I did went to Canada, and I mean, okay, this is way bigger than North America. I could have gone to North Korea and I still been infected, and I mean,